EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Fighting it off. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Alert! Alert! 19 target.
They'll run with the rookie from UCLA. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped it right where it all started.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Seahawks had 10 and 5 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
In this video, my mom's sitting in the kitchen. She lays down a kitchen towel and then drives off the kitchen towel.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That would open up all that space on the counter right there for us.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I'm not saying get rid of the discount. I'm just saying I think so.
Can you turn that down, man?
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I yelled because the sophomore was insane. That's why I bothered you.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Dude, what's he trying to make? You know, one day play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll set up a throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll go to the keeper. And this time he breaks the play and he's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Point after here coming up. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balance.
Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have regained the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Mama!
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Looks like a dog. You see how he the little takes the mark and he barely do everything? You see his daughter takes stuff to the donut plate. 1 roll.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, was it? And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Well, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake. Flynn. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, Johnson. Now the ball comes loose. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Johnson running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks.
Back to throw. Flynn. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. This now a 3rd and 4.
19.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. He'll try. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
All the ingredients?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll give to Hall. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Flynn. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 1. Looking to the sideline, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there as as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Halftime coming up. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding someone to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one too low.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now the terrible towels
you gotta sit on the bottom
now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
Yep.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
Back to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Did you prove yes or no?
Before the
Be
drive
honest.
even
Come on.
starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And some room to run now. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
When you ask them to take something out or do something for you, what do you say
so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 4.
How do you get it out?
It's Hall. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them in the
I'm
game.
here to wrap it up.
He's already done.
The game. Perhaps that can give them a little more confidence.
Did you
The big plays are out there.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say,
and it's a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They give up the middle to Johnson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Flynn. He's got room to roam. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return.
Hey, Mars, time to sit on the potty, dude. Can you get them set up on the potty?
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to let it go deep. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
14.
Get it set up on the potty? Set the potty, yeah.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get him set up on the potty.
And he's going to be stopped cold.
Hey, if I had just set the potty up, you could go.
Return to an abrupt halt.
Why you act like you do everything?
To take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right?
Mark, come on, let's go get on the potty. Yeah, you can play with them on the potty. Come on. You can play with them outside while you're sitting on the potty. Come on.
But I'll keep playing.
Can you stop acting like you do everything, please?
I'm not acting like anything.
Sit on the potty, come on. No, you need to pee on the potty. Come on. Keep going.
No, I didn't.
Keep going.
No.
Well, last night you peed through your diaper. You got to keep going.
No.
There's only a little bit. That's not enough. Where's the pee at?
No.
Here, sit on it a little longer, okay? Well, good job. Good job. Let's sit on it for a little longer.
But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. But they will return this one all the way to the other side of the field across the 50. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button.
Second down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get away on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 2.
Go! Good job!
I wish the staff luck as they try to find...
You want one more time? Yeah, let's get some more time. Get it out.
Positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I think the backups in there will remain.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10.
Here we go. Sack to the 70 Lions.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Oh, you
The
almost done,
Steelers
Susan?
on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3
You want me
thus
to wipe you
far.
now?
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. They're going for it up here. I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
A gain of 1.
You say yeah or no?
Bates to try the field goal.
And less than a
This
yard.
from 25 yards out.
I'll give you
Bates'
that.
kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Seahawks offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Seahawks, first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Four?
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker.
It's picked up by the Steelers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Good job, buddy.
Point after it, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Cut. Ready? Get it. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their...
Yeah, I think you're done, bud.